appearance of the book is through the act of bodily dismemberment. Whatever I have resurrected through this book is sure to come calling for me.
This place is cursed. Cursed.
It's got a death curse.
He wants you too, Malachi.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster. I can't stand it.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
Some chicken, and then I won't have to stuff my boot all up in your ass. Fuck your mama, fuck your sister, fuck your grandma. Most of all, fuck you.
Hey everybody, you're watching Death Curse Society. That's why you can see me.
Just in the middle of a dream, I was kissing Valentino by a crystal blue Italian stream. But I can't be late, 'cause then I guess I just won't get paid. These are the days when you wish your bed was already made. It's just another manic Monday. It was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. I don't have to run day. It's just another manic Monday. I wish it was Sunday, 'cause that's my fun day. It's just another manic Monday.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Monday Maniacs from Death Curse Society. I'm Red Crank. I got the zigzag. And that's it.
The Colonel is on assignment.
That's all I got tonight. I got Ziggy. Ziggy, what is up?
Dude, I mean, has the fucking red alert button been pushed yet? The fucking panic button, not really a panic, I mean, but it's like fucking it's go time, you know, the red light's on in the helicopter and Predator before we jump out. We're getting the shit packed and loaded. It's on, man. Crank showed me the fucking U-Haul trailer with a gear we got going for Curse Your Luck this weekend. It's going to be fucking amazing. But it's this fucking week. Morgan Crypt finally. Oh my God, man. I'm fucking stoked.
I'm officially in freakout mode. Yeah, today was the day. My buddy Julian came by the house for a little bit today, and like every time he would ask me a question, I would be like, "Oh, I need to do that," and then I'd be writing something down, and then I would look at him. I would answer his question, and then I would go back to what I was needing to do, you know. But yeah, it's just that needs to be done before Thursday. This needs to be done before Wednesday. You know, yeah, I'm in full freak out mode right now. So,
and, I broke out the big suitcase and started throwing some of my like tripods and shit and cameras and just those little things along the edges there, because I did find out today that we will indeed be packing a freshly cooked batch of Death Curse Society t-shirts for our friends at the Morgan Crypt. Those who participate in Curse Your Luck will not go home empty-handed.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yes, confirmed. The shirts are done. I got to go pick those fuckers up. It's going to take me like an hour in some bad traffic and construction zones, but I'm willing to do that for you.
Well, good. I mean, that's
you too.
Like one thing you have to do. Good.
Hey man, I'm not the one that's living close to where we're going. When you come to fucking Detroit, I'll have all the shit. Okay.
No, you won't. I'll still have to carry a bunch of.
Probably will have to bring some stuff. You'll be driving anyway. What's the difference?
I'm driving anyway. It's not that I don't like flying. It's just I love driving. So.
And I don't know. Have you ever driven to Michigan before?
No. But
there's a little more to see than cornfields and stuff, and we're going through some of them other areas we've been driving through.
I mean, the furthest I think I've driven in one shot was Cleveland. So.
That's just You've seen that. You've seen it. What it is around here. So.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, there's just maybe a couple 100-mile off jog between Indianapolis and Detroit.
Mm-hmm. So, what, 5 hours, something like that?
Yeah. So that's not what I'm worried about.
No.
Not this week especially. But yeah, yes, we will be in Morgan Crypt this weekend. We're all landing on Thursday, and we're gonna just have a good old time all weekend, I hope. So.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a fun time.
Just looking at the schedule, I mean, they fucking got it packed. I mean, we've had some privy to the main stuff, but now we're seeing all the other things they put together and added to this thing. Folks, you got a full fucking slate this weekend, man. It's loaded. I mean,
if you're in Albuquerque, I hope you schedule correctly. So.
Yes.
And registration for the game show, Curse Your Luck, is live already on our website. So if you are planning on attending that convention and want to play our game, win some kick-ass prizes, please do. And
now, if you're not going to be there,
let's see if we can get that link up there in the comments for anyone that might want to know about that.
The link?
There we go. Oh man! Now, see, we're gonna have to play around a little bit with this.
A little bit, man. He's got to get a feel for it. It's fine. We're working with a producer of the show now, so it's cool. We're trying to grow here, and yes.
Yeah, we haven't told anybody, so
no. And well, they're gonna see a little bit of probably some hiccups here and there, but it's all right, man. He'll be up to speed here. I'd say probably once we run him through the fucking ringer this weekend, he'll be all right. He'll be fucking primed and fucking oiled, man.
Oh yeah. So. But yeah, let's chat about that for a minute. Yeah, we've finally brought on a official fourth amigo, a fourth member of the DCS, and he's going to be helping us out a lot behind the scenes with some social media and moderating some of the chat here when we do our live shows. And of course, he already has been helping us out at the conventions a little bit, but. FaZe, we're going to bring you in just briefly. Hey, how's it going? All right, later.
Stop now.
No. Hey.
What's up?
All right. Hey, how you doing, sir? See, FaZe is the new official associate producer for Death Curse Society and Monday Maniacs. So thanks, man. Thank you, and welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks everybody for consistently watching and
being
a part of the show. The audience is just as much a part of it.
And being enough of a demand where we actually had to get somebody in here to help us with this shit, man. And by the way, when you're telling us to fuck off on the page, you might be speaking the face, so be cool.
Yeah, so be cool. Be cool, kids.
You tell me to fuck off too. It's okay.
Okay. Well, there you go. You have the blessing. Fuck away.
Damn it.
Uh-oh.
I can't get to it fast enough. It's too many. We've got to clean some of this shit out.
Okay. There's stuff to you in there we don't need anymore.
I can't even really find it.
What are we looking for?
Fuck. There.
Hey, fuck you, man!
There. That'll work.
That works.
All the fuck yous are in a section in the same area, man.
Yeah. All right. Anyway.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you.
Fuck you, asshole.
See?
We've got a few fuck yous in here.
Just showing you.
Are you done?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
The only ones I have. Oh, wait, no, there's one more.
Phase.
All right, fuck you, buddy.
Now I'm done. He's wishing
You
the
would
Colonel was
you
here.
would think we wrote that bit, but we did not. Anyway, thank you for helping us out, Phase. We're going to send you back to the dungeon and carry on with the show.
Dungeon I go.
Hey.
All right.
Phase, everybody.
See Phase, ladies and
Oh, finally getting his DCS wings, as it were. He's been with us the whole time. So, I mean, it was just kind of like, I think he was just waiting us out or waiting for one of us to drop dead or something and just kind of, nobody would notice. We'd just step
and then
right
slide in.
Yeah. But, hey, man, it's a huge asset, and it's going to take a lot of shit off us so we can just concentrate on being funnier and more informative, I guess, right?
Here's hoping.
Yeah.
Here's hoping it works
That's
out.
the idea. This could blow up in our face bad.
We're worse. No. All right. We got James in the house. We got Lorena under her. Is this your stripper name? What is this? What's going on here?
That's the
Death
name
Curse
of her
Society.
chinchilla or something, isn't it?
I think so. I don't know.
Yeah.
Death Curse Society. They're good enough. They're strong enough. And doggone it, I like them. Oh yeah.
What is that? Who was that?
Self affirmation.
With Stuart
Smalley.
Stuart Smalley. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh man, that's bad.
That's a reach.
Got that one.
right
Boy,
there.
what a fucking horrible movie that was, though, man. The bit on Saturday Night Live was amazing. This movie made Al Franken not funny.
As sadly, most Saturday Night Live movies are that way. The bits are great in 5-minute clips, but most of the movies are not that great.
That's a good side note for a future. I mean, obviously everyone's going to go to Wayne's World, but what is not the most successful Saturday Night Live movie? What would be the best one? I mean,
Wayne's World is one of the exceptions. I think.
Night at the Roxy, that was one of the first ones, and that's I got it. The Blues Brothers, right?
Was that a real Saturday Night Live skit, though?
Yeah, they were on that season all the time. They performed that
I
first
know
season.
that, but
At least
was it
once.
a real skit?
I don't know if they did a skit. They would come on and perform tunes, and I think Landis and they got together with Aykroyd and they wrote the thing.
I guess that would fit as a Saturday Night Live movie then. Yeah, all right, I'll give you that one.
I'll say
the only
this,
other
though.
one.
Yeah, well, go ahead.
I mean, like Coneheads, horrible.
Coneheads was horrible. MacGruber wasn't great.
No, that was awful.
And I like him, man. Jesus Christ, I've got like a Jeff Brundle fly buzzing around here, dude. That thing is huge. Oh my God, man.
Actually got. There we go. See, Rosie says its cat was horrible.
Hello, Rosie.
Yeah, BK says the ladies' man.
Oh yes. There we go, folks. You're bringing them out. These are the fucking dogs of this shit.
Yeah. See, whole damn enchilada pod said Coneheads. Yep.
I don't think Beverly Hills Ninja was a bit. Blues Brothers. There's my boy Ray. Yes, sir.
Ray with the Blues Brothers. That's right. All right. Let me get back to where we were here.
Back to horror, right? Sorry,
Yeah.
I sparked a thought in my head right away. So.
James is here. Lorena's here. Rachel's here. Rosie, of course. Oh, wait. Rosie's here early. No Dave. All right. I get it.
Dave's not streaming tonight?
No Dave stream tonight? Okay.
He's probably traveling to Arizona for something.
Yeah, he's on his way to Arizona pretty soon.
Yeah.
Kiara's here. Woo! Hello,
Yeah.
Kiara.
Oh yeah.
Saw your
post
trip
where
up to whatever convention it was. That looked good.
Miko Hughes. I mean, yeah, I was smiling the whole time looking at her post, and she looked
Yep.
so fucking happy in them, you know.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
the dude's a raver too, Miko Hughes. She was like,
Yes.
"Oh my god!"
They traded candy
Yes.
or whatever it is.
That's
so.
amazing.
That's cool.
That's
Yep.
a story for life.
And she got a free selfie with Laura Marie Taylor too, I think.
Beautiful.
Membership has its privileges.
Membership has its privileges. Yes.
James says crank jet sets on the road. You damn right I do. I that's on the road is one of the few places where I can actually just kind of envelop in my own thoughts and really like log my brain into what I'm doing. There's just too many distractions around the house.
I would say the genesis of the game show probably happened during a trip to Cincinnati when I was alone with my thoughts, you know?
Yeah.
Where I first kind of went, hey, you know, and we got
How do
back
we do
to it,
this?
of course, and fruited it up. Yeah, made it way better. But
Right.
yeah, it's the best. But I love it because whenever I meet up with Crank, he does all the fucking driving. I don't got to drive nowhere, man. It's like having a fucking limousine, you know, or a fucking heister. You know, we're going to go rob a bank somewhere. The getaway drivers are always right
Oh, okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's a small limousine. It's not a stretch.
It's comfortable, you know, when the window don't get broke.
Both windows don't get broke.
Both windows don't get broke. No, we're all fixed up. Windows
they're
are
fixed
fixed.
now.
They're all good.
Yeah. Virginia says for New Mexico, hope you're ready for the heat. Yes. Well, not today. Today is actually kind of a stormy day, so
Today
it's fairly cool. But we've been dealing with 95 and 100-degree heat here in Oklahoma, so I'm getting more accustomed to it. I'm not quite there yet, but I'm getting more accustomed to it.
it's been fucking raining and shit for 3 days, and now it's 89 degrees today. So it's a steam bath around here, man. It sucks. You can't breathe. It's just, yeah. But I'm ready.
Yeah. Oh, and Lorena says, "Hey, I produced the associate producer. How cool am I?" Well, you co-produced the associate producer, I think. I
Let's
assume.
see. Do I have an appropriate? I do. There it is. Lorena, this is for you.
There's Gory Tiger also chiming in. I think I've listed. There's Patricia. And I think I've listed everybody. There's BK. I mentioned him already. Never mind. BK. Have it your way. Whole damn enchilada pod was saying, Coneheads, I liked it. The movie's just way too long. The bits on those classic seasons were great, though.
I don't hate Coneheads either. I mean,
I need to rewatch it, maybe. But Raymond wants to know, is anyone going to Indy for Horror Hound? I am probably not. We were just discussing this earlier. Yeah. I'm probably not going to make it. Colonel might be, though.
Colonel, I think, is at least coming in for 1 day. But, I mean, honestly, just this one fucking happens to fall in between a whole bunch of shit going on. And there's just no way, man. I don't see how we could do it.
Okay. Rosie says, guys, I love you too.
We know. We just like
we gotta rub it in about Dave every now and then, though.
We love Dave too, though. I mean, that's, if we weren't here, we'd be there.
Yeah. Kiara says, yes, it was amazing. Kiara, I'm glad you got to have a good time, for damn sure. Patricia wants to say, nice shirt, Ziggy. And what's my shirt? My shirt of the... What is my shirt of the day? Oh, the New Orleans Haunted Museum from my trip last Halloween. Got to go through there. So
can't go wrong with dogs.
I didn't get to go through the actual museum because they were actually, when I got there, they were getting ready to yeah, right. Don't bring that up. That still hurts, man. No, but when I went there, they were getting ready to do a private seance for a family, and they had like this medium come in. So they were like, you can shop, but you can't go in the back right now. We're setting things up for that. And I was like, oh, okay. And I'm not playing, man. This median comes in, and it's like the room just changes. Like it's almost like everyone except me is like amongst royalty. Like the Pope just walked in, and I'm an atheist, just like, yeah, fuck this guy. You know, I don't know.
Nice robe, asshole. Yeah.
Oh, it was so weird though, because she just walked in like, yeah, and all decked out and glam and fingernails and everything, and just kind of floated through the room to the back.
Low pan.
It was very strange, but it was kind of cool.
Do we want host in real life? Because that's how you get host in real life. Okay? Don't fucking mess around with the seances and shit. And then if you see that shit breaking out, you get the hell out of there, man, because it could splash onto you, some of the evil, and you take it with you.
Oh, I got out of there as soon as I could. So, Raymond wants to tell Colonel I have a hotel and have a stock cooler. I'll let him know. All right, gang, we're dragging. Well, how are we dragging this long with no Colonel?
Just rambling on about stuff you guys bringing up Saturday Night Live and shit. Fuck.
Last thing we need to do before we get to our main topic, we need to thank our members. Let me reshift this.
The life's blood.
Oh, where is the shift?
What? I'm looking at the final girls and guys.
Not that.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's doing it, folks.
I'm
Let's
working
watch.
on something here. Bam!
There we go.
There we go. All right. Special thanks to our members, our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Charles, Tanya, and Tyrone, our crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and our camp counselors, 42nd Street, Pete. A new one right there.
Welcome.
Welcome. Corey, Dave, S. Michael, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Canadian Dave, and JJ. Thank you, guys.
What's this, brain lock? What the fuck is going on here?
I always have to I always have to think Michigan Dave first or Canadian Dave first. I never. It blanks on me every damn time. So, anyway, yeah.
Anyway.
Thank you, guys. If you
Yes.
want to know how to become a member, check out our website at deathcursesociety.com. And yes,
Be part of the madness. We have we're not going to stop ramping shit up until the government comes to get us, pretty much.
Right.
I mean, we're just going, man. We're growing like the blob.
Oh, speaking of,
Blob?
no, not necessarily the blob, but speaking of, until the government comes and
Oh,
gets us, I'm
same
pretty
thing.
sure that Sid Haig ID got us demonetized almost immediately.
Yeah, too much footage in there.
Too much fuck you at the very beginning of the show. So
this one's on us.
yep, this is a freebie. They're all freebies. What the hell are we talking about?
Yeah, no.
At this point,
So
anyway.
labor of love, as they say.
All right. Gang, we are talking about our top 5 favorite horror films of 2003. We're finally talking about it 24 minutes into the broadcast. Thanks for hanging.
Yes.
But yeah, we've all got a list. We've got a video from Colonel whenever we get to that. So we'll save that for a minute.
You want to save it, or should we
Yeah,
just
I
do
wanna
it?
save it.
Yeah, because you want to. I got it. You want to.
Yeah.
All right.
I need time.
Yes.
I
Yes,
need
yes.
time.
I understand.
And actually, I think I get to be the thunder stealing prick this time
Go
around.
steal some thunder. It'll be fun. I'll be sitting here ready to curse you with all these drops. Ready to go.
That would be about the right response.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let us know what your top 5 lists are in the comments, or even if you just have 1 or 2 favorites from 2003.
That's very
Or,
possible. That's very possible with this
It's
list.
very possible. Yeah. Or if you just absolutely hate some of our choices, let us know.
Also very possible.
Also very possible. But yeah, I'll start it off with number 5. And Yeah. This actually is kind of thunderstealing in a way, because I hadn't seen this movie until just the other night.
Okay.
And I started to watch it, but yeah, and it's still at number 5. Hey, it crept above
Honorable mention.
honorable mentions at least.
Fair
so.
enough. Fair enough.
All right.
I like it. I'll get to the reasons for my own reasons when we get there. Go ahead.
Yeah, I didn't get to see this in its entirety until last night, but really enjoyed it. High tension, otherwise known as haute tension.
If you're French, you would say attention, tension. The Canadian French, you do it that way too, and it's that's how you do it.
Ah, the French.
Exactly.
Was that you or was that FaZe?
That was FaZe, I think.
Nice.
No.
Oh, damn
He's
it.
like sitting there going, "What?"
Oh, damn it.
That would have been. That's what we're looking for, though. That's
That would have been perfect.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Good timing.
No, so also known as Switchblade Romance
Yes.
in some places, which is weird. I don't understand why. But
City of the Living Dead, same thing. It's
Yeah.
Gates of Hell here, City of the Living Dead there, Twilight of the Dead over there. It's whatever. It's the releasing rights, I'm sure. That's all.
yeah, maybe so. Anyway, I dug this flick, man. Tense, obviously. Had a good story. One of the first films from Alexander Aja, or Aja, however you say it. Yeah, who's come along to be a pretty decent filmmaker and been mentored in a way by Sam Raimi, so that's helpful. But yeah, for a first watch, this snuck pretty high up for me in my top 5 list. So if you ain't seen it, Jeff and Beth recommend. I don't know where that came from. Anyway, maybe.
What a dick.
I'm gonna get a private message from Bethany shortly.
Bethany, right?
Yes, and yeah,
Jeff and Beth.
Jeff and Beth.
I say that. I'm good though. I've got it processed. I don't think I'm going to have any mistakes with this when we get there this weekend. So I think I got it.
Not with their names, at least.
Right. I won't remember a fucking anybody else.
Right. Maybe I got into that accent because of my number 4 pick. We'll just jump right into it. Wrong Turn. One of the things I really dig about Wrong Turn is this cast was very underrated for its day, and a lot of them gone on to do some bigger, better things. But this cast is solid, man. And the story's fine. It's basic, but it does have its moments of good storytelling. So I've always kind of liked the first Wrong Turn, and not many after that. I'll be honest, though. I don't think I've seen them all, really. And I didn't mind the new one they did a couple years ago. I thought that was a pretty good, different take of the Wrong Turn series. But
I remember that being a reason I think Colonel and I really didn't like it, because of the vast difference of the direction they took,
Right. But
I do remember shitting on that one.
Well, and if it had been called something else, which the writer originally wanted, we wouldn't have had that problem. But
then it's just another movie in this type.
Right.
Yeah.
But then the studio wouldn't have had the Wrong Turn title to capitalize on.
That's just it too. They automatically get paid for throwing that stupid thing in there for nothing. Had nothing to do. Whatever. Is what it is.
Yeah. But yeah, Wrong Turn, number 4 for me. Number 3 for 2003. I think my phone just went off. That must be Bethany. Number 3 for me. It wouldn't be one of my lists without a Stephen King film, and it's not the best Stephen King adaptation. I'm aware.
Whoa!
But there's some things. There's something about this movie I really enjoy, and I can't put a finger on it. But I like this movie.
Nobody's wrong here, Crank. Nobody's ever wrong.
Wrong, sir. Wrong.
FaZe.
No, wait a minute. You can't blame everything on him.
This is going to be fun.
You can't blame it all on him. No, there's just something about this film, man, that I really dig. Again, I like the majority of the, main cast. Clearly, I can't think of anyone's names right now, but Morgan Freeman's in it. The guy from Homeland's in it, who I think is just a phenomenal actor. And yeah, it's just, again, not the best adaptation, but I dig this one for some reason, and I don't know why. Maybe I'll pinpoint it at some point and try to write an essay or something, but we'll see. I don't know, an essay.
Yes, I know. I was just going. I'm sure there'll be a very long line. There'll be many downloads of that.
Number 2 for me. I think one of the few. No, I can't say that. Final Destination 2, my number 2. An excellent sequel, in my opinion. I don't think it necessarily surpasses the first one, but it's right there. They're real close. If we were to rank these, 1 and 2 would be neck and neck, which we have not done. Maybe we should at some point. There's a new one coming out.
I was just thinking that.
When the new one comes out.
Especially after watching the second one again, this week, I was like...
Oh, would you put it above the first one?
I forgot how... yes, I would. I think the second one, they really figured out some sick gags that really fucked with people's inhibitions and fears. The fucking highway thing, god damn it. Every time I see one of those things, I think that, Every time.
It's so funny that there's a goddamn meme out there like that now. About the log truck.
Yeah. But everybody thought it. All of us. Every fucking one of us had thought that.
Oh, yeah. And I felt that way when I've been behind a truck carrying a bunch of, trees and wood and stuff like
cars,
that.
The loaders and stuff. Fuck, man, all that shit.
So.
Big stacks of fucking pallets that would just, I mean, you might not die with that, but damn, it'd be a trip,
That man, that will be an interesting discussion, though, because when we get to ranking these, that could be fun. When does the new Final Destination come out? Does that have a release date yet? I don't know.
Crank. Only if we had somebody on the case to look these things up.
Let me think about that.
Yeah, we'll come back to that maybe. Let me ponder it for a minute. Let me just think about that.
Okay.
Final Destination. Yeah. New movie sometime this year. Yeah.
God damn it.
It's just not coming to me, man.
Yeah. Well, give it a minute.
There he goes.
All right.
I mean, my brain. Yeah, that's...
Oh, God, this is so dumb. Anyway, I'll go on to my honorable mentions, and maybe we'll figure that out.
Why am I not surprised here for number 1 bestest ever movie of 2003, Killer Rats?
Come on now.
And it's direct-to-video sequel, Killer Bats. I don't have one.
Oh, damn it. We don't have the bat thing anymore?
No, we got rid of the bats.
Damn it. Well, you just made her happy. All right. First honorable mention for me. I know how much Colonel loves J-horror. I'm going to go with Juan The Grudge 2. Yes, the second one. I recently watched a handful of these. I don't know if I got to all of them. But, yeah, I watched a handful of these. The Japanese version Juan movies recently, and they're pretty good. If you can get past the language barrier and the subtitles or the dubbing and everything, they're not bad. For an honorable mention, at least. I don't
mind fucking subtitles and those kind of movies because those atmospheres are so overwhelming that these guys created in those movies,
Right.
And Lorena says, I did not acknowledge Killer Bats. Thank you.
Good. Number 2 on the honorable mention list for me, this is probably going to piss a few people off, but House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, pretty low on my list. Not my favorite Rob Zombie film, and I'm not a huge Rob Zombie fan anyway. So, this is a good debut for him, though. But I do think Devil's Rejects is a far superior film.
Fuck.
So, what?
That's about the understatement of the
Okay.
century.
I thought you were going to knock me for that.
I agree with you. That just
Okay.
is the audacity of the even. It's a question that isn't the case. That is one point I don't think I could agree on. If someone says Corpses is a better movie than Rejects, I dare say you're wrong.
But I thought everyone was right.
Yes, but this is an extreme case, isn't it? That
Okay.
movie's a fucking masterpiece compared to this.
Yeah. But hey, it made my honorable mention, so there you go.
I will speak more on this when my list comes up, if in 1,000 Corpses shows up on my list. If.
Okay. Last honorable mention for me. I saw someone else was talking about this movie, one of the comments in our post. And your point is valid, absolutely. But Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Not the best remake. Probably not even the top 4. I don't think this would be in my top 4 of Texas Chainsaw films.
It doesn't matter. It's for the year, though, against these other fucking
Against
trash
these
dumps.
other films, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, and granted, there were a bunch that I wanted to watch, but guys, I've been so swamped getting ready for Albuquerque that I have had such little free time. High Tension was pretty much the only one, well, and I guess Ju-On, but that I had not seen before this last couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, this is a fine movie. It's good introduction to the younger generation to Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I know, people in their 20s and 30s are going to like this movie a hell of a lot better than they do the 1974 movie. I get it. Or in most cases, I get it. But yeah, this is my last honorable mention, which means that my number 1 has got to be.
I know what it is.
Oh, of course you do. You see it in the side. You know what it is.
Well, I saw someone just mention it, but if it is what I think it is, but I don't know what your list is.
Oh, okay. Anyway, my number 1, another foreign film. I'm starting to dig in these foreign films, man. A Tale of Two Sisters.
Wow, Crank.
First time I just watched this one a couple months ago. And this one kind of blew me away. I really dug this story. This is kind of, I guess I don't want to get this wrong, but I'm going to. It's very Flanagan-esque in a way. Way before Flanagan, though.
That explains it.
So that explains it. Simpsons did it. But yeah, I dig this movie. And if you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on one of the free streaming services. I want to say Freevee or something like that, but I'm not quite positive where it's at. But the mood's right. The acting is great. It's just a well-done flick. And that's all I have to say about that. So there's my top 5 of 2003. Now,
Yeah.
Ziggy, let the bitching commence.
No, I mean that's it's interesting to see that Two Sisters one up at the top of your list a little bit, but the style of movie that it is makes sense. It fits the fucking profile. You know what I'm saying? So, and I guess I don't know, man. I guess I'm coming off kind of harsh here on these movies this year overall.
Ooh, we got some lists.
Yeah. And you got to consider, man, like we were starting to starve for some good shit at this point. There was few and far between the stuff that was coming at us here. I want to say 2002 wasn't great either, man. But when I was disappointed with this outlay. But I mean, with what ended up what we got, I mean, I know it's different strokes for different folks, man. But I was fucking disappointed over and over again this year. 20 years ago, maybe I was a little more holding on to that 80s slasher thing, which I've gotten better, and I'm way more open-minded now than I used to be back then. 20 years is a long time, so
I think that's where I kind of was struggling with this list, because I was trying to, okay, what would I have ranked this in 2003? And I did that ranking, and it's far different, and doesn't even include, let's see, what would I have seen in 2003? Because that was during a time that I did not watch a whole lot of movies. 1, 2, 3, 4. I would have seen 4 on my list. But that means movies that didn't make my list, like Freddy vs. Jason, would have been on that list. And honestly, even back then, Freddy vs. Jason probably would have been my favorite of 2003, of, thinking about it in that moment. But
I think I would have probably put House of a Thousand Corpses number 1 back then.
I didn't even see that back then.
But
I didn't see that.
And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because there was a huge controversy. You have this shock rocker Rob Zombie making a movie, and he's got this vision, and everyone's like, "Well, fuck, his stage show is ridiculous and grotesque, and full of horror all over the place, vintage horror."
I've seen his show.
Yeah, this is going to be great. So they shot the thing. The studio that had it said, abso-fucking-lutely not. We're not showing this thing. In fact, take the negatives and get the fuck out of here. That's seriously, that's what happened.
I remember.
It was like, oh my God, this must be the most debaucherous thing ever filmed in the history of mankind. So then Lionsgate comes out with it. We're going to get it in a fucking theater. There's a lot of fucking hype. No? Yes. And disappointment because of it.
Yeah. James actually has a very good point to start this off here, back at the back of the multiple comments that we're going to try to get through here. He says, I think the 2003 had a lot of movies that were style over substance, but sometimes the style is the substance. I also think you had filmmakers taking risks with movies like Boot and Undead. Yes. 2 movies that I did not get a chance to see, but I am going to check out at least one of those. That's on my list.
Remind me, I'll bring Undead for you to watch. You can borrow it, and then next time I see you, well, you're not going to find it anywhere. It's an Australian movie. It's not on anywhere.
You don't think I'll find it?
I don't. Probably not. Maybe I'm wrong.
James, where is the Undead streaming?
James will find it.
There's some homework for you, James.
But I have a good DVD of it. I bought this thing sight unseen. I never even heard of it. And someone said, you need to see this. And I went, okay, I bought it.
He's the one, though, that knows all the obscure, flicks.
Oh, yeah. Anything overseas or other side of the world, in this case, yes.
Right.
I was talking to Colonel about this one last night. He never saw it either. And I'm going to stop because who knows? That might show up.
Yeah, we'll get to your list here in a little bit. But yeah.
There it is. Just watch. That's a thing. That's not a fucking scam. I always thought that was a fucking scammer site. Huh.
Oh, did he say? I haven't seen it yet.
I got it. And I apologize if we're sharing a spam link right now. My bad. Tubi, look at this. Whole damn enchilada just says, yeah, it's all over the place, apparently. All right.
Okay. There we go. This was... I see what he's saying, though, about style over substance, and sometimes...
It's listed streaming services, the thing he said he searched on. Okay, cool. Thanks, brother. All right, write that down. Baze,
yeah, no doubt.
Make a note of that. I love this. This is great.
Isn't that nice?
Producer's man.
I want to talk about his style over substance comment, though, because I think that's very much where this year was going. And it's... since we started doing this show, I've really kind of been opening myself up to more of the foreign horror, because as just your common, household American moviegoer, I wasn't seeing half this shit. I would barely hear about The Grudge was it was an American remake of a Japanese film from back in the day. I would hear that, but that didn't mean I would go and look for the original immediately. But now I have been, and man, some of the best fucking movies that we've seen lately have been foreign movies. Last Train to Busan being one of them.
Yeah,
the sadness. Yeah. So it is interesting to go back through the years, though, and then find those horror, those foreign films that would creep into your top fives now, as opposed to what your top five was then. So I think that's interesting. So Kiara's got a list to show off here. She says in random order: Gothica, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Wrong Turn, House of a Thousand Corpses, Final Destination, and Freddy vs. Jason. Of course. You're gonna have to do the thing.
Yes. Let me go back to the front there. It's actually kind of interesting to hear her list based on her age, and then she actually got through all these fucking things. So that's fantastic. What, did I blow right past it?
Yep, you must have. Huh, come on, man.
Oh, there it is. Thank you, Kira.
Thank you, Kiara. Lorena says, crap, I forgot about Gothica. Like that one a good bit.
Halle Berry.
And I looked for that one, but I'm being cheap right now because I'm about to spend all my fucking money in Albuquerque.
Oh, my God.
So I did not want to pay the $3 or whatever it was to watch it.
Free t-shirts ain't free, folks.
Yeah, exactly. And putting on a game show wasn't free either.
Oh, my God. We need to be checked into some kind of asylum after even thinking that.
Well,
but I mean, the fact, now that we're here and it's all together and all set, I mean, yes, dude, it's okay.
The good thing is it's paid for now, mostly.
Had you had this thing laid out like you usually do with, okay, this is what we need, this is what it's going to cost, and this is when we need it by, you would have got one of these.
No, we just said, yeah, we can do the game show live, and then for the next 6 months, 8 months, we've been trying to figure out how to do that.
You need 600 for what? All right.
Why do you need 2 more TVs? It's crazy, folks. It's fucking crazy.
Logistically, it sucks. It really sucks. But I already know it's going to be such a fucking spectacle. And I can't wait to shoot this thing and get it edited so you guys can see this live shit too, man. It's going to be fun.
Once we get it, I think once we do one, we're fine. Like,
I agree too. I mean, I'm not even worried about like us delivering on what we need to do in there. I'm hoping technically everything holds together and works,
right.
But the way we tested it in Texas, dude, that thing was fucking oiled machinery. So
yeah, and hopefully we have a good audience.
A good audience, but I mean, one game is all it's going to take, man, to suck everybody into that world, and they're stuck there forever.
I think so. And then they're all going to come back Sunday, too.
Yes. Well, plus, we're giving away some Scream Team releasing fucking top titles, man.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And you get all of them. You get
all of them.
Yeah. Not just one movie.
We got
you
the
get
barn.
At least 2 movies.
We got fucking what's the other one? It's 1031. The whole fucking shebang, the whole series,
yeah,
the whole trilogy.
All 3 of those movies.
Yep. Blu-ray, sealed, mwah. And t-shirts. And other stuff. We got
other prizes
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
We got some other stuff that's kind of a surprise, but we got more. All right, let's get through some of these comments. James says, "Been a while since I've seen High Tension. I mainly went off of movies that I remember watching in the past few years or revisited recently. Give that one a retread there, James.
Especially if you like a little splatter, man.
Yeah, and make sure to find the unrated one.
If you have anything connected to Streambox through Xfinity, give them the finger because, they have a nice one that right when the gore happens, they cut. So I was thankful I'd seen it before, but I was all like, man, I remember this being a lot fucking wetter and bloodier and open wounds and shit, and none of it. But I still know what it was. And then I did go back, and just to make sure I wasn't crazy, I went and looked at the kill count thing on YouTube, that show, and
Yeah.
they had it there, and oh yes,
In all its glory.
oh my god, I mean they hacked off 10-15 seconds of bleeding off one kill, man. It's just fucking, that's insane.
Yeah. All right. Rosie says, "Great pick. Didn't see that twist coming." Well,
I think so too. I didn't know.
I mean,
I was.
I'm
for
here
sure
to.
I thought I knew where he was going.
I'm here to confuse yet entertain. So,
But that also left the title you didn't name on my list too. So
you're
and
right.
a quite high one too.
You're right. But it's been way too long since I've seen that one. And like I mentioned, I ran out of time. I know I probably pissed off at least one of our people, but I will make it up at some point.
That's a solid fucking effort too. That particular film.
I remember it being so, but it's
cast,
just been
dude.
it's been
Cast.
too long.
Fucking cast is stellar.
Okay. All right. We still got 65 more comments to get through.
No.
All right. Whole damn Munchalada Pod says number 5, Freddy vs. Jason. Number 4, Texas Chainsaw. Number 3, Leprechaun in the Hood.
Why not?
No, that's Back to the Hood, isn't it? Not In the Hood.
Was it Back to the? Yeah, it was Back to the Hood.
Back to the Hood? Are you sure? Get back to me on that, Rick, because I want to confirm how big of a Leprechaun fan you are.
Also, we're still wondering about that Final Destination release. I haven't thought of it yet. I'm still trying to think of it. We'll try.
Yeah. I did not. Oh, yeah. I don't see anything there in the.
Nothing in your mind you can see?
No, nothing in my mind at the bottom of the right.
The bottom of the page at the right there that says important information.
I'm not seeing anything come up in there.
Yes. Anyways, yeah. Leprechaun.
I had completely forgotten about that.
I got it. Leprechaun.
Oh, did he say something?
Oh.
Okay.
Back to the Hood, because the first one came out in 2000. That's In the Hood.
Yep.
It's just a Freudian slip, man. We know what he means.
We got you. Okay. Number 2, Wrong Turn, and number 1, House of a Thousand Corpses. There you go. All right.
I got it.
Excellent list.
Piss
Excellent
some
list.
people off here when I read mine, I think.
Yeah, you might. Patricia says number 5, Wrong Turn. Number 4, A Tale of Two Sisters. Number 3, Underworld. Interesting. Number 2, House of a Thousand Corpses. And number 1, Freddy vs. Jason for sentimental reason. See, you can't fault that.
No. And
Ziggy?
lots of...
Ziggy?
Yes, well, it's a lister, yes. The fuck? Yes.
Everyone gets their
and now I
list.
lost it, man. I'm on like 70 milligrams right now, dude. Give me a break.
Rosie says, Dreamcatcher, The Poopy Aliens. I read the book.
Aliens.
Yeah, I read the book too.
Well, he has the book, and I'm sure he has like the original release, sheathed in kid's skin somehow and printed on,
I do have several first edition Stephen King books. Yes, it is true. Leave me alone.
Oh, they're fucking brilliant. Look, yeah. We found one one of our last stops. We found a nice piece, didn't we? Did you buy that? Was it the Stand?
No, it was those Stand comic books.
Oh yeah,
that I got.
They were nice.
There was one. There was a, I think it was It first edition, but it was in bad shape.
It looked like somebody poured a pitcher of water on it or something, and then threw it out in the backyard in the sun.
Yeah,
and they were like $57.
Yeah, they still wanted like $32. Like, no. All right. James says, I never really got behind Rob Zombie, but I don't hate him because he had some turkeys. Hating him seems like a waste of energy. Fair enough.
More on that in a minute.
Yeah. Lorena says, I like Dreamcatcher until they made Duddits a fucking alien. Yeah, fair enough. James, Dreamcatcher looks interesting. It is to a point. I'll leave it at that.
It's an execution problem with that one with me.
there's a third act problem with that one, but honestly, Stephen King is hard to translate to film, or at least was. It's getting easier with computers and shit, but it's hard to translate his stuff to film, and the length of most of his work.
Stephen King to me, and I realized this recently, scores the fucking touchdown, but he's Forrest Gump. He just keeps running. He doesn't fucking stop, man. I mean, he overkills the goddamn point so often, man. It kills me. So I understand that some of these directors going, fuck, man, that's enough of this already. We can't run this scene this long. So I see where the breakdowns are. But yeah, love King, but good God, man. You won, dude.
Hey, cocaine's a hell of a drug. Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
You need the sign, stop!
No, you just need a smaller mirror to put the coke on. then you're good. All right.
Can't do any more till you end this scene. Fuck, I'm done.
This is it for the day. All right. Lorena says, number 5, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 4, Beyond Reanimator. Okay. Number 3, Willard. Number 2, House of a Thousand Corpses. I love the way she always even builds anticipation up with us.
Drumroll.
I gotta find the rest of them now. Honorable mentions: Leprechaun, Back to the Hood, Freddy vs. Jason, and Love Actually.
I'm looking into that. I think she's funning us.
Is this in reference to what Jeff and Beth said the other day about, because that was one of his favorite movies?
Yeah, Hugh Grant, Colin Firth, Emma Thompson. This is not a fucking horror movie. She's fucking with us. Romance comedy. Yes, he mentioned liking romantic comedies, and that's what. Yeah, very nice, very nice.
Is it even 2003?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
There's a whole fucking series. That's the first one.
And her number 1, Killer Rats. All right. And I'm going to have to blaze through some of this here.
That was
Raymond.
See that one coming last week.
Right. Raymond's got his list. Number 5, House of the Dead. Number 4, Freddy vs. Jason. Number 3, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 2, House of a Thousand Corpses. Number 1, Dreamcatcher. Nice. Honorable mention, the entire release list for 2003. All of them? Damn. Must
have been drinking some of that, too much of that Candyman beer. I'm kidding.
Kind of cheating, but all right.
I was still in radio when this year was happening, so it wasn't like I didn't have my good paying job yet either. I was still kind of scrubbing it out as a production director.
All right. See, all right, there we go. Patricia says, see, I like the Devil's Rejects more. Good. There we go. Whole damn enchilada pod says, yeah, 4 out of my 5 aren't good, but this year kind of sucked for movies. You just got to dig a little further deep, and you might find some decent ones.
I was just hard pressed to find 8 that I was like, wow, I was like happy. Like sometimes you come on here and we got a list to make, and it's like, I'm done. It's like I know exactly where it is and where everything's going. This one, it was just like, shit, I don't know. And then after watching everything, okay.
Virginia says, I refuse to watch remakes. They're just not as good as the original. There are multiple exceptions to that rule.
True.
So,
the good ones that come to mind for me are like Dawn of the Dead, for sure. Night of the Living Dead. Obviously, those remakes they're so fucking good. They're like they could have been standalone movies and not connected, and still been some other random zombie title, and it would have been fine.
James mentions a couple that I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Cronenberg's The Fly is a remake. John
Correct.
Carpenter's The Thing is a remake. So
for sure.
And that's,
again,
John Carpenter's The Thing is
nobody thinks of those as remakes.
No.
Because of how fucking vastly different and shattering they were to the originals.
But overall, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus, and we do agree with you in most respects. Yes.
Don't watch the fucking Fog remake. Oh God, I even mentioned it.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
Damn, I'm sorry, folks.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Damn it. Okay. Gee, I'm just going through some of these unless I see like a semi-relative comment.
Cool.
A lot of it is you guys just kind of talking to each other, so
we love that.
You don't need our input on that. All right, here's James's list. Okay, I think I can read most of this. Number 5, Boot. Is that right? Boot. What are you doing, Ziggy?
I'm scrolling back up to where I need to be.
Okay. Number 5, Boot. Number 4, Undead. Number 3, Minds of Terror. Number 2, Nails. Honorable mentions, Battlefield Baseball.
I'm watching that tonight. Whatever that is.
I've never even heard of it.
Oh, it's a line drive to the face. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
2 LDK.
I give up.
I don't know.
Or the Mechanics.
Mechanics. And then Leprechaun Back to the Hood. And number 1 for James, Fear X. I have heard of,
man.
I've heard of 2 of those.
What is that, Fear X?
Good Lord. I'm going to have to come back to this.
Okay. Thank you, James, for giving me a few to watch there.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay. Whole damn enchilada pad wants to know. Pod wants to know. Hell yeah, I'm sort of new, so I'm curious what Curse Your Luck looks like. Oh, look at some past episodes. You'll find some crazy situations. So
and you may email back and tell us to fuck off because it's it's soul shattering at times, man.
It can be for sure.
Like the hero doesn't always win in Curse Your Luck, unfortunately.
Okay, James says, don't have Xfinity. High tension is French language, correct?
Yes.
I watched the dubbed version on Prime. And
my DVD, you can switch between.
Right.
But, yeah.
So, if you have Prime, I think you can watch it on there, and it's the full cut.
Oh.
So.
It doesn't compare. You'll know right away, like within the first 25 minutes, if it's the right cut.
There's BK says, how does Crank amuse you? Is he funny? Like a clown? Sometimes. We'll see you in a few weeks, BK, by the way.
Right.
I'm pretty sure. 80%. 80% sure.
If you do, there'll be poker. We're gonna get everybody that we know. Adam coming in. We're gonna get Lan to come down. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have a big soiree and just DCS it up in the flesh. It'll be great.
I think Tarek changed one of his. Okay, yeah. He says for number 5, he forgot about Wrong Turn, so he'll take Underworld off and put Wrong Turn as his number 5. So now we go back to his original list. Number 4, Jeepers Creepers 2. Number 3, Freddy vs. Jason. Number 2, Gothica. Number 1, Identity.
Robin Williams?
No, the John Cusack.
Oh,
I think. Hold on, I got to look at something on that.
That's the one with the sleep that I'm thinking of. Robin Williams, he was like the serial killer.
Yeah, that was something else.
De Niro, I think.
Hold on. I'm not sure if that...
Identity?
At least... Yeah, I'm not sure if that for us even... If it classifies as 03, though.
That's 03 on my Google search.
Well... We're not using Google search anymore, remember?
I understand. Internet Movie Database, 2003. Wikipedia, 2003. No. I understand. I'm just telling you, let's get a consensus here. Everybody else is saying
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, Letterboxd has it as 2003 too.
Okay.
That would have probably been on my list if I would have come up on mine, because that is a great damn flick.
Cusack, Leota, Pete.
Yeah,
John C. McGintley.
that's a great pick, man.
See that? You stumped the crank.
I'm kind of pissed off. Well, it didn't show up on my Letterboxd search, or at least it.
It's a good list.
Excellent list, Tarek. Excellent.
Yeah,
list.
I mean, actually, I was working with him back then when this year happened, so I don't remember going to any of those at the except Freddy vs. Jason, I think. Wasn't a whole lot of movies happening back then. These were all caught up on DVD after the fact.
Right. Yeah, that's a good point, Tarek. Dreamcatcher seemed full of, this would have been good if type plot beats, but yes. And then he also says, Love Actually is horror. Let's not kid ourselves.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah. Hodam Enchilada says, I love how Zag had to confirm it wasn't a horror movie because he'd never seen that garbage.
I was like, I know
Probably.
this, but I was like, I've been wrong before on things like that, though, where titles are kind of, but I was like, I've heard of that, and I was like, that's not and she was doing a callback to last week.
Right. I hope.
Yeah.
Peter Anthony Productions says some crazy fucking answers here. Wow.
Throw a list up, Pete.
Yeah, where's your list, Peter? He probably has already done it. I can't get to it.
Right.
Okay. Lorena says, my students insisted for years that I watch Love Actually. The key is getting stoned to the bejesus.
Let me say this. I have seen that, actually. I just fucking blacked it out. Because, like, once I went and looked at the cast and everything, the whole fucking thing hit me in the face. Ray Liotta, the whole thing. So.
There we go. Not necessarily horror, but another remake that's better than the original. Scarface from the 80s. Better than the 50s version. It's loosely a
remake.
Guess you could call it a remake, but very loosely.
Hey, fuck you, man!
There he is.
He said that's what he thinks of your remake talk.
Yeah, maybe so. That's a craziest list ever. You're right.
We haven't even seen our two other ones yet.
Yeah, we need to go ahead and do that.
You want to do his? Or just get mine out of the way?
Yeah, go ahead and do yours.
Oh, boy.
And I think, yep, all right, yep, there we go. Hit it, Ziggy.
2003, as stated, I was, I think I had already stepped off the air out in Lansing, Cumulus Broadcasting, into the production side of things. You know, shed my Alan Pardo. No, I did. I kind of kept my nickname back then, but didn't see a whole lot of fucking movies, man. So we did catch up on these. I did, unfortunately, see a few of them in the theater, and I was kind of like walking out. What the fuck is going on with movies these days? Again, I think I was still very much a hardcore 80s slasher is it, and I won't acknowledge anything else, and I will shit and curse everything else if it's not what I want to see. I'm better now. I'm better.
We hope.
Or am I? You know.
We hope you are.
Number 5. What we always asked, never, was we needed a horror movie about a tooth fairy. Hence, Darkness Falls. Yeah, it is exactly what they say it is. Although I kind of dug finding a tooth fairy, getting a backstory and a reason why, and almost like, you know, misunderstanding kind of thing. So vengeance and death. So that's what your whole story is here. A fucking vengeful tooth fairy. But some of the moments in the dark in this movie where she's popping out, if you get in any kind of shadow or darkness, she can grab your ass and take you out. And the creature, not too cool. And McFarlane actually did a version of what they thought the thing should look like, and it had teeth sticking out of the skin and everything. It looked much more wicked and nasty than what we got in this. But that's why it's at 5. It's not a total waste of your time. It's not a great movie, but none of these are really. Number 4. I was so happy James had this on his list, at least one person out there, but I wasn't really surprised because, he's the world traveler guy that sees all these fucking things. He seeks them out. And somehow I found this fucking one years ago, Undead. Australian zombie apocalypse. You got an aliens things happening. Aliens are coming to they think anyway. You got a fanatical guy that claims to be abducted by aliens, and he's trying to, he's got his doomsday ranch all set up. But what you come to find out, I don't want to give too much of the plot away if you haven't seen it, so I'm not going to do that. It's a zombie movie. It's got some pretty wild stuff. There's some silly jokes and the pacing's a little weird. I'm thinking this is like, it's Australian. It's like some of the terminology is going to go right over your fucking head, and they talk very fast. But it is a fucking good watch, and the story is great, man. I mean, it's got like the hint of comedy in it too. It's just enough to make it silly. So I mean, I didn't know how to classify this fucking movie when I got it. I bought it unseen DVD. I paid $20 fucking for it, and I was kind of pissed after the first watch. It has creeped into my rotation these years later. I do like Undead, and it's decent, man. I would love to see something more with that. They could have did so much more with that, like sequels and stuff. It would have been great. And they might have. Now that I'm thinking about it, there might even be an Undead 2. But I mean, it's this one definitely check it out. It's cool. Number 3. We talked about it a little earlier. This is where we start getting some repeats here. Final Destination 2. I mean, we ramped it up, the gags and the fucking death stalkings and everything, and the jump scares in this one are just you never know. You can't pull them; they just get you. And Tony Todd, of course. I love this one the best. I think this one had the best fucking. Just everything came together the right way, and then you're of course left at the end with another. Oh fuck! Here we go again, and it's it's just a good movie, man. Walked out of that one smiling. Number 2. A remake. Oh, there it is. It's Willard. Yes, Crispin Glover, man, was in this fucking thing, and it's this role he was made for. He did it so fucking good. And the fact that you could actually see what Rat's really doing something. Now that old one is good. Yes, I love the old one, but man, there's Ernest Borgnine gets it the worst in that one, I think. But this one was good. Just I love the way the Rats were taking people down, and just Crispin Glover, man, that fucking guy.
So bizarre.
It's just he's so fucking bizarre. You can't take your goddamn eyes off him, And this is the perfect kind of fucking role for a dipshit artist like that. That's just off in the cosmic, perfect casting, perfect. Willard, see it. Lorena, that's for you. Honorable mentions. I did put Underworld in place of Wrong Turn on my honorable mention list, where Tarek did the opposite.
Explain.
Bullet time, tight fucking leathery outfits. I'm fucking, you know what I'm saying? It's Bullet and the Matrix style of the vampire, soon to be werewolf movie, and it just was good, man. It was original at the time, but then Jesus Christ, they just ran that bullet time shit into the goddamn. It made me just come apart at the molecule. I couldn't even follow it anymore after the first one. I mean, it was enough. It was enough. So I got over it quick, but I love the first one. My next one for honorable mentions, and I apologize in advance, but I'm gonna try to explain myself. Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. I kind of got into it already with what I said.
Mm-hmm.
This thing got made. The owner of the studio was so grossed out and just disgusted with it. She threw them all out, gave them the net, get out, just get the hell out of here. And then we get it to Lionsgate, and the big hype, and we're getting it out uncut. You're going to see it how it was meant to be. And this was my first experience, everyone's first experience with a Rob Zombie production like this. And I've after seeing most of his movies, I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie's style. I mean, I get it. It is a thing, and some people love it. Mm-hmm. Colonel's a guy who digs Rob Zombie, for example. But I love his characters. I fucking think his characters are the best. Sid Haig, you know, as Captain Spaulding. We had, you know, Bill Moseley in there. I mean, yes, his wife in every fucking movie, but she's pretty good as Baby in the first couple of Rejects and House of a Thousand Corpses. But I mean, he's all about the characters in his stuff. His storytelling is a chopped up, pockholed mess of a road highway with exits that lead nowhere, and it's just a goddamn mess. He never learned how to tell a proper story outside of Devil's Rejects. The only one. It's the only fucking one where it fucking works. Yeah. That's why it's the masterpiece of all his work. I did kind of dig the Munsters a little bit for Rob. I'll give him a little bit of props on the way out with that. But, I mean, dude, House of a Thousand Corpses, my favorite thing to say, was better when it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 1974. And we'll leave it at that. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw Massacre...
Somebody just commented that, sort of, in a way.
I'm looking at my list, so I can't even see anybody right now. Sorry.
Yeah, Whole Damn Enchilada Pod said, I did not know that story about House of a Thousand Corpses. It had such a Texas Chainsaw feel to me that I loved it. So,
yeah, and I think for me at the time, still in my state of mind where I'm like, I've seen this before and it was done way fucking better. That was my opinion. I'm softer on it now. I've seen a number, and because of the characters, I always like to watch House of a Thousand Corpses now for that. Speaking of Texas Chainsaw, my last honorable mention, Arlie Emery. He's the main reason. A little bit of Jessica Biel, I guess you could probably say, back then, 20 years ago.
Emphasis on the back.
Hey, man, that is that Nipsel that said, okay, I want a wide shot of the ass and follow it down the first curve and catch the sunlight reflecting off the left cheek, and then we're going to follow her through the barn. I don't know what the fuck was going on there, but thanks, and yeah, way to ruin a good fucking IP property. Whatever. Finally, number one, man, and Crank kind of kicked it off at number 5 on his list. High Tension, man. A fucking bloody slasher in 2003 when that shit, everyone was like, the slasher days are done, man. That shit's over with. We're time to move on, man. We got to move on from that shit. We're not doing that no more. The French came in.
The
French. But yes, they came in and delivered this gory, just the effects are so fucking good. It really rocketed this piece up the list. Yeah, it's not the perfect movie. It's not great all the way through where it's like this is a masterpiece, like some of these things we've mentioned. But I dug the story enough, even the twist, to where this is easy for 2003 to put this at number 1. You'll notice I've got no Jason versus Freddy here. I've got no, what was the other one that everyone was fucking going off on?
Wrong Turn.
That was, I already mentioned that. So, Freddy versus Jason. I was hyped when they announced it. And then they said Ronnie Yu is going to direct it. And I was like, and his first quote was like, I have not seen one Friday the 13th movie, and I'm not going to before I shoot this. You lost me, brah.
Yeah, he
right
lost
there.
A lot of people right there.
I still went and saw it, paid my money. Honestly, I was entertained, but that was an unforgivable thing to say.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. Good list, Ziggy.
It's fun. What are you going to do?
High Tension number 5 on my list. High Tension number 1 on his list.
Just for the gore, baby. That's blood spill done right.
Interesting.
That's fucking nice. That might be. I could go out and say that head effect was the top effect of that year in the stairs. Fuck yeah, glorious. Colonel would be hyping me up right now.
Yeah, he would. All right. By the way, Tarek says that Scarface clip is several decibels louder than your mics. Just scared the shit out of his cat.
Well, I mean, we are a horror show, so every once in a while you gotta throw a jump scare in.
Hey, come back! Oh.
Forgot
you
that was
go.
that long.
Yeah. Tarek also says, as a follow-up, he says, it's all good. My cat's a biatch, and she deserved it.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Let us know if your cat's acting up later, and we'll throw it back on.
We've got Al Pacino on cue and standby, ready to go to tell your cat to fuck off, Ming.
James says everyone needs some undead in their life.
A surprising entry from the land of Australia.
Yeah. God damn it, Rick. Is undead dubbed? Because I don't speak Australian.
Rim
that's
shot.
good. That's good. Yeah. Hold on.
Now
There
that
we
was
go.
loud.
That was loud. Hopefully your cat got scared again. Man.
Yeah,
There's a lot of comments.
And roaring over there.
Yeah. James says Rob Zombie's Halloween remake was a stinker. Yes.
And I can comment on that a little bit. I thought the first 45 minutes, and yeah, I understand it's a retelling and we moved decades and everything, but I thought it was fascinating. I did. When they started retelling the Halloween story we know and love, rushed through it quicker than a, senior on prom night.
Yep, that rim shot did the trick. She's not in the room anymore. And then Kiara says I think this was the Friday the 13th jump scare. That actually made me jump. All right. I think we have something special. So,
is that what you call it?
Well, yeah. Yeah. So, we're going to let the Colonel come in. He's not here.
The
But we're
Colonel.
we're going to let the Colonel
assignment.
come in and tell us his top 5 list. So I have no idea how this is going to go.
Come on. Just a few thousand more feet. Come on. Fuck! Second sub included in less than a month. Hey, everybody, it's the Colonel here. Sorry I'm on assignment. Apparently, I'm not great at controlling a submarine. To see the Titanic, that's 2 I've lost so far. The simulator's fucking hard. I don't know what's going on. But yes, here we are discussing our top 5 of 2003. 2003 was a strange year for the Colonel. I graduated high school, and if you guys don't remember, we were looking for weapons of mass destruction in Iraq, and every arm of the armed services was at my fucking door trying to recruit me to join, and I decided to go to college instead. And then the Marines told me that's okay. I was too fat to be a Marine anyway. So here we are. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because I know these 2 assholes are going to want to fucking debate and like they always do. So coming in at number 5, I have Final Destination 2. Pretty solid sequel to Final Destination, even though it's the same movie as Final Destination. But the different ways people get killed are fucking great, and we're all still scared to this day to drive behind a fucking log truck. Coming in at number 4, within 2003, this probably would have been my number 2, but time has not been kind to this film. Freddy versus Jason. Yes, it was fucking mind-blowing and fucking awesome when it came out. Boy, it's bad. It's just really fucking bad. Yeah, I don't like it. It's a bad movie. What could have been? What should have been? What wasn't? No, we'll never get another one. So coming in at number 3, I've seen this movie a few times. It's kind of like I've seen Last House on the Left, and then I've seen Deliverance, and then they fucked and had a baby, and Wrong Turn came out. Wrong Turn's pretty good for those hillbilly cannibal movies. I'm a big fan of it. I even like a few of the sequels in the franchise. Yes, they got stupid, but what horror franchise hasn't? But the first Wrong Turn was really, really good at its time. Plus, I had a dude from Clueless in it. I don't know his fucking name. I just like seeing him die because he seemed like a douche from Clueless. Thanks to my sister, because it had me watch that movie 1,000 fucking times. As if. God, fuck. So coming in at number 2, I have the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I had a blast when this movie first came out. Went to see it in a theater, and when a girl pulled a gun out of her fucking lady purse and blew her fucking brains out, I was laughing my ass off. I was the only one in the theater. Thought it was funny. Shame on those folks. They have no sense of humor. But this is a solid remake. It's one of the better remakes. Jessica Biel, perfect. It's pretty good. Fucking, bleh. I'm having a brain fart, and I can't edit this, so I'm just going to stop while I'm ahead and get on to our honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is Underworld. Ooh, Kate Beckinsale and fucking leather and looking fine. But them werewolves were not. That is my biggest gripe about this fucking movie and why I never got into the Underworld universe like that. I've seen them, but I'm not a huge fan. And Kate Beckinsale is enough for make me watch it. But I just thought the werewolf design was fucking lame, and I didn't like the transformation scenes and bleh. So coming in at my second honorable mention is Leprechaun Back to the Hood. That's right. Ha, fuck you, Crank. No, that's not true. It's Darkness Falls. Tooth Fairy killing people. Not great, but I think it deserves an honorable mention. And my last honorable mention, Beyond Reanimator. Come on. We all love Reanimator. It was fun to get back to the Reanimator universe with Jeffrey Combs. Just not nearly as good as the first, but that's fine. I mean, they made a sequel, 15 years later? Because you're really going to expect it to be great. And coming in at number 1, my most hyped movie for 2003, and I stand by this, and I know these two assholes are not, because they don't have taste like I do. House of a Thousand Corpses. Yeah, I know, Zach, I know. Oh, I liked it the first time when it was Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You know, I like Spider Baby 2. And it's like, duh, here we go. Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Spider Baby. Fucked. And had a baby. You have House of a Thousand Corpses. Dude, I was looking forward to this. Like, we were all like, yeah, let's go. We got to see House of a Thousand Corpses. We all went. Fucking love the movie. I mean, resurrected careers of fucking Bill Moseley, Sid Haig. Granted, most of their careers resurrected in Rob Zombie films and really, really, really shitty horror films. Goddamn. It's a shame Sid Haig was in Night of the Living Dead 3D. But I get it. It's a paycheck. And he was a great fucking guy. But man, what is there not to like? He had great fucking music. It was very artistic. That swamp had sex with my wife, or whatever dude said. It was all over the fucking place. But dude, I absolutely fucking love it and still love it to this day. It's probably my favorite Rob Zombie movie to this day. Yeah. So if you don't like it, suck a dick. And don't get sick. Wash your dick. And don't smell like a Scuba Steve. You Summer's Eve. Woo!
Yes, I'd like to place an ad for a new podcast host. Yeah. I'll call you back. Are we back?
That's good. That's good. I like that. There you go, gang. There's the Colonel's top 5 list. Yeah.
I got it.
I knew he was going to have some kind of leprechaun bullshit comment.
He did.
I know.
And he called out my Texas Chainsaw Massacre comparisons again, even though everybody else in here kind of feels the same fucking way. I'll get his ass next week when he gets in here. We'll ambush him.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. One last thing that we did this time around, we did something a little different. We let you, the society, kind of vote on your favorite horror film of 2003 on Facebook and some other social media, and we got most of the results back of that.
I purposely avoided this. I wanted to be surprised.
You do? Okay.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be. Actually, if you thought about this, you could probably you could probably rattle it off.
You want me to guess?
Yeah. Okay, number 5.
I don't know.
Do you remember the 6? You remember the 6 that were on there?
Number 5, Wrong Turn.
Boom.
Number 4, Underworld.
This one, nope. No, Underworld wasn't a choice.
Okay. Oh shit, I'm looking at it right in front of me here. Jeepers Creepers 2.
No, wasn't a choice either.
Was it a choice? Oh, I'm looking. Oh, our screen's different than the one you made. I got you.
Yeah.
I'll just do what I think is the top 3.
No, go ahead. You can get
Freddy versus Jason.
Nope. I'll give you number 4. Final Destination 2.
Okay, so we're going in reverse. So number 3 is going to be.
And this was voted on you guys, and there were
you guys voted this.
100. Well, maybe not you guys, but the society at large.
Shit. Give me 2 choices of what they are. Obviously, I know what the top fucking 2 are. So.
Well, then, if you know what the top 2 are, you should know what the third one. The third one is.
Is it Willard?
No, Willard wasn't a choice.
Wasn't a choice?
Okay, the choices were Wrong Turn, Final. Hold on. House of a Thousand Corpses, Tale of Two Sisters, Freddy vs. Jason, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Wrong Turn, Final Destination.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Absolutely.
Freddy vs. Jason, House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That's
so
fine.
there you go.
That's fine. I get it because those were probably the 3 top money grossers from that time.
Probably.
I haven't checked any of that, but.
That was a fun little thing to do, and I think we're gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, thanks guys for voting.
We do a year. Yeah, we had about 100 votes on the first time that we did it. So
holy shit! Well done, guys.
That's not bad.
House of a Thousand Corpses, though, really?
Hey, you're not wrong.
I know. Well, at least they're not saying it's better than Devil's Rejects. That's where I can't allow that to lie.
Fair enough.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Yeah, Tarek liked it too. Well done, Zig. Patricia laughing at Colonel. Damn, Colonel. Lorena wanting to. Woo, Spider Baby. House of a Thousand Corpses. Though I've been disillusioned about most of the Rob Zombie related stuff. I feel like Rob Zombie has taken the shock horror genre as far as he can take it, and he did that relatively early, and is just repeating some of the same stuff in his later films. Monsters obviously does not count in that group because it's such a different world, but
I appreciate the fact though that it didn't have to be. I picture this guy as got some kind of kink for that old retro '60s fucking horror groove thing, and he says every time some shit, he says, "Oh yeah," We got to the monsters, and it was nice to see a kind of a wholesome approach. That wasn't in this fucking where I felt like I laid in a fucking sewer gutter for a fucking couple hours,
Right. Yeah, I always leave his films just feeling gross.
Right. It's like, damn, man. It's like, and I'm not the fucking saint of the world or anything, man, but it's not for me, I guess. I just don't, I don't see what all the big deal is. I still go and support the stuff, obviously, Honestly, I'd like 3 from Hell was, everyone shit on that one. I was happy to see the Firefly Troop come back one more time,
Absolutely. I mean, I wish it was a better film.
It should have been a better film, but and
I wish Sid would have been able to be more involved, obviously, but
I would even probably say that 3 from Hell not as good as House of a Thousand Corpses. I'll give you that.
No.
Is that fair?
No, yeah, absolutely. Lorena says Pete was close with Sid, so I've heard about some of the shit that happened on the set. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh,
yeah. That would be some interesting stories, I'm sure.
Sid was a guy we would have drove hard to get on here, and he liked to do shows like this. So that would have been a fucking ball, man. But
dude,
we saw him in 2019. When he did that video for us.
Yeah.
We all knew that it was time was short, man. Few sands left in the glass.
Days were limited.
Yep.
Yeah.
But God rest his soul, man.
Yeah. Tarek says Rob Zombie was just a little better at digging through the ditches and burning through the witches. That's good. I like that. All right. Any of you guys that have not, let us have your top 5 list down there in the comments, and we'll go through those here in just a few minutes. But yeah, we may wrap this up early because I think Ziggy wants to go and see some fireworks.
Yeah, we're gonna try to, I think I do this every year. This may be the last time you see these 10 fingers in the same place.
You're not blowing any up, are you?
No, I'm just actually spectating tonight.
Okay.
Previous years, yes, but I don't have any fucking money to waste on shit that's gonna explode right now. Are you crazy?
Right. Yeah. So, any other random topics that we need to talk about? Oh shit! There was something that just happened recently that I was going to ask you guys about. Now I can't remember what it was. I don't know what's going on here. Ziggy is typing. That's all I can tell. What are you doing, Ziggy?
Let's see. I'm looking for a answer to a question. Do we have a release date yet? There is no scheduled release date for Final Destination 6, considering the project is still in the early stages of production. So there's the answer to that long. It finally came to me that I had to get on there and search the shit myself. So
finally, nice.
It's fine though. Yeah, that's going to be one we'll look forward to. I'm sure we'll cover that one when it ever gets made.
Oh yeah. I would absolutely expect us to jump all over that. Give me a second. I wanted to look at something real quick, and so
I'll talk about
stall for me for a minute.
A minute. Just some cool stuff that I found out we're going to be visiting when we're in Pasadena in October when we hook up with Joseph. We're going to have some locations to shoot for you guys and bring back, man. I think one of them's going to pop my head like a zit because it's that mind-blowing. And he said it's all set, and I'm looking fucking forward to it. I can't wait.
Nice.
I can't fucking wait to get there.
We need to figure out some film locations too for New Mexico. So
anybody, you got good horror locations in New Mexico, send them our way. We'll try to check those out and visit. I don't think there's too much. I know Breaking Bad is a big thing out there.
Yeah, I know FaZe wants to hit some of the Breaking Bad spots, so
that's fine.
Do that for sure. Man, there was something that I saw on the news just the other day, and I wanted to chat about it, but I can't remember what it was now.
Search.
So. I will mention this. I don't remember the exact date right now, and it's not for a month or so. But we are going to be guesting again on Flet's Pop Culture and Horror channel.
Night of the Living Flet.
Well, he doesn't go by that anymore.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh,
no, it's Flet's Horror and Pop Culture 13, which is on YouTube.
Formerly Night of the Living Flet.
Right. So, and then also we're going to be guesting on a future episode of The Dive with Charles Sherrod Jr. Over at his page, Ghost Cove. So if you want to
check that out. Be cutting a rug over there for a couple hours. That's in August, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not until August. So BK wants to know, where's the booms at tonight, Ziggy?
Matea's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
He doesn't. I can't say that because his brother-in-law is one of those go drop $1,700 on fireworks kind of guys. So,
Jesus.
Yeah. Probably be having.
Never understood that.
Huh?
I've never understood that.
I dig it, and if I have it, I probably drop a couple hundred to get some stuff, because that's what we've always done here. My dad did it, my son likes it too, and it's what we do.
A couple hundred is different than.
Yes.
Oh.
Their neighborhood, they used to live in a cul-de-sac, right? And there were 5 guys in this cul-de-sac, all around the same age. They would all hit that fucking fireworks store and come back with a U-Haul trailer and put it right in the middle of the fucking cul-de-sac.
Jeez.
These guys, they bought so much shit. They all came out wearing Pro Fireworks T-shirts and hats and shit. They were like, "Here, we got the whole jumpsuit for you." You know, so I mean, so I saw there were some fucking damn near professional displays going on. You know,
right. Well, I do know also we got a lot of movies from James that now we need to watch.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I like about the show, and I think Rick from the whole damn Enchilada Pod mentioned this too. You know, it's good to watch shows like this, you know, because we do talk about movies you may not have seen or movies you may not have even heard of. So.
Oh, there it is. All right.
So.
Yeah, I mean,
hopefully you guys have found some movies to watch too, and come back. And also, when you do, come back and let us know what you thought of them. If you hated them, or
yeah,
if you like them,
that's fun too. Like, you know, it's few and far between when someone actually comes back and says, "You know what the fuck, man? What are you suggesting that crap for?" I think you were the last one to do it for Colonel suggesting. What was that?
Head of the Family.
Head of the Family.
Yeah. Let's not go there.
No.
Speaking of, there's Joseph right there. He goes, "Hey guys, think I finally got in. For some reason here in Southern California, the picture's been freezing up all night, and I haven't been able to type in or anything." It's all right, man.
Just mentioned you, and
yeah,
one of our potential spots we're stopping at when we get out there.
Oh, we still got I'm taking a day trip up to Winchester.
It's fine. I mean, I'm waiting till we get back from Albuquerque before I even worry about plotting anything out there with him, you know.
We got to take a day trip for Winchester because I think that's about a 3 or 4 hour drive from Pasadena. And then we got to take a day to go to Universal Studios.
I'm not sure yet exactly how long I'm staying for that one either. So
yeah,
we'll get all over it after we get through these couple of obligations we have.
Yes, man. Yeah, we're going all over, folks. So it's going to be the next 4 months.
2 more pending, man, too. It's like, God damn,
yeah. The next 4 months are booked. But I think after October, we're going to just...
Yeah. We're going to catch our breath a bit.
Kind of decompress a little bit. So.
Save some money up again. Start it over.
That mostly. That more than anything. Tarek had a good idea here. Franchise fusing Final Destination and Fast and the Furious. Call it Fast and the Finality. It's okay, we'll bring them all back, but here's how they should have died in the first one.
It's, it's original. Yep.
Based on some of the ideas that are coming out anymore, I think anything's possible.
I think once you get Winnie the Pooh killing Christopher Robin, anything goes. Yeah.
My point exactly.
Robinson.
Yeah. Whatever. All right. I don't see any more top 5 lists.
No more
we
lists.
Might as well. Yeah, we might as well wrap this up. Next week, folks, we will be coming to you live from Albuquerque. It'll be myself, Ziggy, and FaZe somewhere. We're not sure where yet. We're trying to arrange something kind of special, but we have not gotten the green light for that yet. So,
yeah, let's just maybe. I'll just say nothing.
That's the best way to go.
That's the best way because we don't know here. We don't know exactly what's happening yet. So.
Yep.
Something may be cool. Maybe just a regular show.
It may just be a regular show from the Airbnb, but it also might not be.
It might not be. It might be something else.
Joseph just got his tickets for Insidious 5, which opens this Thursday. I'm not sure if we're going to have time to see it before Monday, but I think Colonel is going to have at least his review on Insidious 5 next Monday to kind of break up, so he has something to talk about. He said,
yes.
Because when it's an after con thing, if he didn't get to go to the con, then it's just us showing off all of our cool shit and talking about what a good time the weekend was. So
him telling us to fuck off repeatedly.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. So, but we may be able to squeeze it in. It's just going to be based on schedule. So
I'm down to see it if we can.
And sleep. Oh yeah, I mean if we can if we can do it, Monday afternoon would probably be the only time we'd have even a chance.
I don't want to end up doing the fucking Friday night at midnight like we did for It Too.
No.
That sucked.
No. Yeah, no, we're not doing that again.
I was falling the fuck asleep in there, man.
Yeah. But anyway, Ziggy, send them out for the night.
Wow. That was kind of fun, man. I mean, even Colonel busting our balls a little bit, but he'll be back next week, and we'll take care of him. This is great. We are in full fucking Morgan Crypt mode. We're on our fucking way. My giant suitcase is arm's length away from me, and I've already got some shit in there. Got to go pick up the T-shirts and pack them first, where I can get all the rest of my stuff in there. But we are on the fucking way, man. Morgan Crypt, Death Curse Society is coming for you. That's it. No stopping it. More great stuff coming on the other side. We got a couple more announcements coming at you for the end of this summer, man, that are fucking sick. It's going to be good stuff. And pretty much more chances to meet up with us out in the field, as it were. So get ready. It's just getting better and better, folks, and I love it every step we take. Stay with us. Stay with us. Stay with us.
Yep. Death Curse Society coming to a convention near you, hopefully. Absolutely. All right, one more time, I want to thank our members. If you want to find out how to become a member, head on over to our website at deathcursesociety.com. Thanks to our final girls and guys, Chris, Lorena, Charles, Tanya, Tyrone, our crazy Ralphs, Rick and Raymond, and our camp counselors, the newly anointed 42nd Street Pete, Corey, Michigan Dave, S. Michaels, Stacy Lynn, Orlando, Canadian Dave, and JJ.
Once everything gets settled down, we're gonna get that 42nd Street Pete out here. Interesting fella, and he's got some good stuff to talk about horror-wise. So we're working on that too in the future. We just got to get past all these traveling things, and then we'll get going on that. That'll be a good one, I think.
Yeah, I think so. Virginia says, see you here in Albuquerque. Safe travels and enjoy the holiday. You too. Happy 4th to everybody. And,
yes.
And we will see you in Albuquerque. And Karen as well says, safe travels. Thank you. If you're out there in Albuquerque, hopefully we'll see you there. This was an all right show. This was kind of laid back.
It was laid back. It was fun though. The jokes were cracking. We were having a good time tonight.
Maybe I'm just not. I don't know. Maybe I'm too focused still. The half of my brain is still thinking about all the shit I need to do before leaving Thursday.
Dude, once this thing gets turned on, this gets turned on. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
I'm not thinking about anything but this kind of shit, and until we get done here, and then we'll be like, oh yeah, now I'll be reminded of fuck. Then the stress will hit me right in the stomach.
Tarek, I will. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you soon. I've been meaning to get with you anyway about some of that other stuff,
dude.
But
he hasn't fucking shut up about it since you sent that. So
yeah,
yes, we're as soon as, again, same thing. As soon as we get past all this crap, we need to sit down.
Yeah, but let us at least get through Albuquerque and well, fuck, Tarek's up in Michigan.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. If we can arrange it, maybe we can meet him halfway. They're about an hour away. We'll see.
Okay.
I don't know. He moved a little further, even. I think.
Oh, okay.
He might be 2 hours away. So.
Okay.
Well, we could take a day, man. We could.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. I'll try to go through and wipe your existing accounts, and then we'll just start fresh, so you can do something like that. Hopefully. So, I'll let you know. But yes, like I said, next week we'll be live from Albuquerque and talking about the Morgan Crypt Horror Fest out there, and maybe talking a little bit about Insidious 5, The Red Door. So that's your homework. Yeah, that's your homework for the week. If you're not going to the convention, go see the movie. So you and Colonel will have something to talk about for sure. And yeah, I think that's it.
That's about it, man.
Nope, one more thing. And also, big thanks to our associate producer, C-Phase, for manning the comments. It looks like he pumped out quite a few in there. So we'll be working on him and that for the next little while. So
Yep.
bear with us.
Thrown in the fire, and he came out unscathed.
Yeah. Bear with us while we work on this transition, but it's something we kind of need to do.
We'll just be better because of it.
Yeah.
That's all.
All righty, gang. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week. Hopefully, we're tan instead of burned.
Morgan Crypt, you're next.
Morgan Crypt. We'll see you. Jeff and Beth.
Jeff and Beth.